Hey, it's Jordan with TYT and TYT Politics. I'm here right in front of Oceti Sakowin camp. It's the main camp that's been the site of the No DAPO movement for months. And it's a cold day, and down there at the camp, I hear prayer, I hear song. People are out, so the camp has some movement today. But I wanted to show you what's going on in front of the camp here. We'll try to zoom in as best we can. So right up there, if my live stream goes down, you'll know why. Is now the latest police or oil police presence encroaching upon the No DAPO camp, pretty much trying any fear and intimidation they can. They're on top of the hill across Highway 1806. You see military trucks, police vans. Who knows what's behind the trucks we see up there. But where they are is on the hill that was the last child camp, which was raided a few days ago. It was a camp that 76 water protectors were arrested, including Chase Iron Eyes, Vanessa Castle, and others. They had heard from their spirits the night before to move to higher ground. So they moved and set up a camp right where those police trucks are. And the police trucks are now basically occupying that hill that they call private land right above camp. At night, there seems to be more of a presence at night, ironically, but during the day, that's what it looks like, and they're pretty much observing at all times what's going on in camp. And obviously, right down there is Backwater Bridge, which was blockaded for months and has been a huge economic sanction for the tribe, because people can't come to and from Bismarck to the casino down there, which is owned by the Standing Rock Sioux tribe, and unfortunately they've lost revenue because of that blockade. But also that blockade is stopping emergency vehicles from coming in and out, which is a problem in blizzards and things like that. But why I wanted to show you that is, this is not supposed to be what America looks like, folks, with militarized police basically towering over a peaceful, unarmed protest. I think this has become normalized because the media doesn't cover it. I mean, you should not see cannons and trucks. This is a calm staging area. The other day, right over here, there were military tanks, sound cannons, and all sorts of crazy things. So I want to keep this out there because it's not normal, and it shouldn't be normalized that police are threatening protesters with their presence, water protectors with their presence, and they're really trying a lot of fear and intimidation tactics. We can't show you over there, but if you turn the camera around, they have the same type of staging. They have the same type of staging that way, and at night they have their lights and they have all sorts of things pointed at water protectors that are very threatening. So you see it, whether it's over here, straight ahead, the police and a lot of surveillance as well are everywhere. And that's not even mentioning the helicopters that fly above here all the time that are police. So there is definitely a psychological component where police definitely want their presence to be known to the remaining water protectors. I was just reporting over at Sacred Stone Camp. We did a Facebook Live before this one. Sacred Stone Camp yesterday had BIA, Bureau of Indian Affairs, officers come in and essentially bang up and arrest 3 people that were just there and not doing anything wrong. BIA says that the landowner called asking for them to come, but so far I haven't gotten any confirmation that a landowner called. So, and this comes, if you haven't been paying attention, on Friday, President Trump and the federal government sent more BIA officers here. The headline in the Washington Post was to clear out the protest camps. So the federal government, President Trump, is definitely increasing the presence, whether it be BIA. We've seen ATF officers here in recent days. It's definitely possible that Trump could send in U.S. Marshals if he so chooses. And if you turn around, do you see a riot going on, folks? Do you see anything going on in this camp that would merit a staging area for military trucks? I certainly don't. But the bottom line is, why it's so important to show you this is because right now it's in North Dakota. But don't fool yourself. This could be in your community too. This could be in your community next, where police, the legal system, essentially run over the people they're sworn to protect corporate interests. So yeah, it's in North Dakota right now, but there's plenty of pipelines being built elsewhere. We know the Sable pipeline. We know Trans-Pecos pipeline. There's a Sunrise, I believe, Atlantic Surprise or Atlantic Sunrise. I don't know. I can't even keep up with these pipelines. In Pennsylvania, the Pilgrim pipeline going through New York and the entire Northeast. I mean, it's just countless. And of course, DAPL's not just in North Dakota. It's going through Iowa, South Dakota, eventually to Illinois. So if protests or water protectors go to other camps, are we going to see that? Are we going to see blockades of the road that put people at risk? With this president, doesn't seem like this president is really too worried about enhanced military presence. I mean, he's basically said, let's get back to torturing people. So I think we need to stay vigilant because, I don't bullshit you. It does not look good at the moment. It looks definitely more possible that the pipeline will go through. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. But at this point, it's about more than just the Dakota Access Pipeline. It's about you need to keep the pressure on your representatives. You need to keep the pressure on your sheriffs, your police sheriffs. You need to keep the pressure on your state's attorney's offices, because basically, if you don't speak up, if you don't share on social media, if you don't flood the phone lines of the offices that I put the numbers in our videos, when you go to youtube.com/tytpolitics, I put all the numbers you need to call and give them your take. If you don't act, then they get away with this. Again, right now, across the street is police trucks. I can't see what's behind those police trucks, but 2 days ago you had military tanks. They have sound cannons, which are very damaging to the ears. Obviously, they have tear gas, they have pepper spray, they have maced people, they have shot grenades. I was just last night at the casino hotel, and I was sitting talking to a few people, and Vanessa Dundon came to me. She was the Native American woman who basically lost eyesight in one eye because they shot tear gas at her point blank. We cannot forget these things. Yes, there are terrible things going on everywhere. President Trump is trying to issue travel bans and refugee bans. He's trying to deregulate the whole damn country. So, of course, there's multiple things going on that we need to focus on. We got to kind of walk. You got to kind of walk and chew gum at the same time. But let's not forget all the terrible things happening here. The mainstream media, well, they didn't forget it because they never covered it anyway. But the Young Turks is going to cover it. The independent media are covering it. There's a lot of great documentary filmmakers here. So let's keep this in mind. I should also say that, look up. I did a video a couple days ago about the North Dakota state government is basically trying to seize control of reservations. That, in my view, is a ploy to basically drill baby drill on native reservations, which there's been plenty of reports about President Trump wanting to privatize reservations. He don't want to privatize reservations to, have some sweat lodges and do some spiritual stuff. He wants to privatize reservations so he could drill on those reservations. So this is much bigger at this point than DAPL. You have a president who's hostile to Native Americans, to black people, to LGBT people, to Muslims, to just about anybody who's not white and rich. So the point about that bill is we got to raise awareness that North Dakota state legislature is putting forward a bill that has flowery language to help raise the level of education and economic empowerment for the failed native reservation system, so they could essentially assume control. They don't give a damn about native education, native empowerment, economic conditions. They want the oil. That's what it's about. That's what this country runs on, unfortunately. So I encourage you, go to youtube.com/tytpolitics, scroll through the videos. You can watch that video because if nobody says anything, if nobody does anything, they're going to ram that bill through too.